How's it going, everybody? My name is AstroPanda, and in today's video I'll be sharing my first overall impressions of both the MISC Hull B and the Greycat UTV, which both recently came out as part of the 4.7.1 update. In this video I'll be showing the interior, exterior, components, and just general information of both vehicles. But before all that, I do want to share an important channel update that after 2 years of a long hiatus of no uploads, I am finally back. So expect more videos going forward, and make sure to click that bell notification icon to stay notified. And now, on with the video. Alright, so the MISC Hull B, a very highly anticipated ship that a lot of you have been waiting for. It's finally here. As of right now, the ship is available to buy for $280 credit and $260 war bond. The paint that I am rocking on it is the First Light paint, which is a VIP paint. With this paint, you do get gray at the front of the ship here, with some matted yellow in the rear, and you also get these gray lines that indicate that it's more of a industrialist ship. Now, with the Hull series of ships, this ship, as you guys know, does have cargo in the middle. The front and the back part open up, and it does expose the cargo spindles in the middle. And the SU of cargo space for the ship is 512 SU, which is not bad at all, and it is exterior loaded, which is very convenient, but that does come with a downside that it's more easier to get pirated, because anyone could just come up to you, disable you, or when you're not paying attention, just yank your cargo. So you do gotta watch out for that. Now, it does also fit in a medium hangar, which is what we are in right now. I imagine with cargo, it seems like it would still fit. Seems like it still might fit in this hangar with the ship fully loaded with cargo. I'll probably be doing a little test with that just to see. But we're gonna make our way to the front of the ship here, and that cockpit looks like it will have some really great visibility. You do have two size 3 pilot controlled Panther repeaters, and as well as a remote turret up top, which has two more size 3 Panther repeaters. And as far as weaponry goes, that's the only weapons on the ship. But you also do get 8 size 3 Thunderbolt missiles, which is really nice for a cargo ship, I gotta say. Now, coming to the starboard side of the ship here, looks like you do have elevator access here at the bottom. You have a tractor beam. And it is a pretty tall ship. The landing gear here is pretty tall. I imagine they had to have tall landing gear for the ship because of the cargo to be able to land, right? And in the back here, you do have 6 retro thrusters, which looks like it'll give it some really good boost. Definitely got to see that. A lot of maneuvering thrusters, and also at the port side of the ship, a docking collar, which is really nice. Okay. Now, up on screen, I am going to be showing the base components of the ship, which is the 2 size 3 Panther repeaters that are pilot controlled, and the other 2 that are on the remote turret. It is packing quite a punch with those 8 size 3 Thunderbolt missiles. It does have 4 size 2 industrial grade B Citadel shields, 1 size 2 Diligence industrial grade C power plant, 2 size 2 Cool Core industrial grade A C coolers, 1 size 2 Sparkfire competition grade C quantum drive, 1 size 2 Surveyor industrial grade C radar. Now, here I'm going to be showing what my personal preference is of what I'm going to be putting on the ship, which is 2 size 3 attrition repeaters for both the pilot and the remote turret gunner. Especially with the new armor change that happened in 4.7, right now attritions just seem to be the better laser repeater. They are slower velocity, so just keep that in mind, but overall does have better alpha damage than Panthers or any CF repeaters at the moment. Definitely going to want to leave those Thunderbolt missiles because they seem to still be the best in this current patch, since they are electromagnetic missiles. For shields, I am going to replace them with the 7MA Lorica civilian grade A shields. These actually have more hit points than the stock shields, which the stock shield is 9,000 hit points, and these Lorica civilian grade A shields are 12,500. and they also take up less power pips. Now for the power plant, I am going to change that to a Genoa Industrial Grade A because you do get 20 power pips instead of the 19 from the Diligence. For these coolers, I'm not going to mess with those. I'm going to leave those on for now. For the quantum drive, I'm going to change that to the Hemera Civilian Grade A quantum drive. In my experience, this has been the best viable quantum drive because I think it has a really good balance between speed and distance. For the radar, you could leave this as stock. Radar is still kind of up in the air right now, but I am going to be experimenting and I am going to be putting on the SNS R7X Civilian Grade B radar, since it does require less power to fully power it, which it only takes 3 pips instead of, I believe, the 6 of the stock radar. And you're not really going to be fighting in the ship, right? It is a hauler. You're just going to be hauling most of the time. So I don't think that really matters, but I do think this radar is probably a better choice. All right, and now let's look at the inside. Let's call the elevator here. Okay. It's a pretty decently good sized elevator. Could probably fit, what, 2 to 3, maybe 4 people comfortably on here. Of course, you got your MISC look. MISC has been doing much better lately, in my opinion. Here to the left, we do have the engineering room. Let's take a look at that. Okay. So you do have your engineering terminal. Let's take a look at the left here. You got your power plant. Okay. And then your shield generator at the bottom. You have a fire extinguisher very conveniently placed. Your cooler. Another shield generator at the bottom here. And your gravity generator, which is not in the game yet. The engine. Look at the detail on that. Really nice. Really nice. And then coming to the right side here, you have your battery, which also doesn't exist yet. Got your shield generator at the bottom. Your fuses, which has a nice little door that you could open and close. Another cooler up here. And another shield generator. I think it's really nice that it does come with 4 shield generators. That redundancy is really helpful, especially with all these armor changes, right? And here's your quantum drive. All right. Now let's make our way out to the docking collar area. To our left, we have 2 suit lockers. Very useful, especially it being right next to the docking collar. Looks like here you got a little bench that you can sit at while you change into your spacesuits. Weapons locker. Looks like it could fit 2 primary weapons and 3 pistols. Neat. And then for the door, exterior door. Okay, so that's nice. You do get 2 doors, especially when that pressurization feature comes online. You're going to want these 2 doors so you don't depressurize your entire ship. So that's really nice. Let's close this up. All right, now let's make our way to the bridge. Okay, this is a nice hallway. It's really brightly lit. Here we have the mess hall. You got 2 seats with a table. A nice little window. Really, I mean, it's nice to have a window at all, even though it's really tiny. Here you have your little kitchenette area with a fridge. Okay, that's actually really nice. Look at that. Any storage here? I don't think... No, I don't think any of these are storage. Nope. But it's a nice little mess hall. Oh, looks like you could hang up a poster too, like you can in the Perseus. Got another fire extinguisher here, also very convenient. Habitation, let's take a look at that. Okay, so you do have 2 beds on the left. Oh, there's your storage, okay. And your storage capacity, 7,000 SCU, micro SCU. Pretty sure it's micro SCU. Really cozy. Got your lights in here. That's nice. It's really nice. I like that. Have a desk. You have a desk. That's cool. Another fridge to keep those drinks cold. And a little shelving cabinet here with another viewing window. Okay, you could also do another poster here. Then we go into the restroom. Very white. Of course, you need your toiletries, your personal hygiene, very important. You got your shower, your toilet, and toilet paper. Nice. And your sink. All right, let's make our way to the bridge now. These are lights. That'd be really cool if they could turn on. I wonder if you can turn them on. Is there an option to? Oh, that is nice. Okay, that's pretty cool. I think more ships need lights like that. I'm pretty sure that's new. I don't think I've seen that on other ships, other MISC ships. Alright, let's turn that light off. Perfect. Alright, let's make our way to the bridge now. Oh, let's turn off these emergency lights first. This visibility is insane. I can't think of a ship that beats this. Maybe there is a ship out there that beats this, but this is really nice for a cargo ship. Let's look back here first. Looks like we have a utility locker, which I'm pretty sure you put your tractor beams in here. Yep, that's really nice. This is amazing. Got your life support. Okay. I like that this is in the bridge. Got your pilot and co-pilot seat. Yep. Just look at this visibility. I know I've already mentioned it once, but wow. I'm really impressed with this ship. I'm not really a fan of MISC ships, especially with the older ones, but they are really outdoing themselves lately. I'm glad this ship doesn't look like a questionable shape compared to the Hull C as well. And this is the exterior view of the ship. It's very sleek looking, very nice. Okay, let's take her out. Let's test out the acceleration. I wonder how quickly this ship accelerates. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty fast for SEM speed. Oh my god, and it turns really, really nice. This ship is really maneuverable. What on earth is going on here? Oh my god, looks like someone was having a lot of fun here. Very interesting. All right, let's test out the cargo spindles. Let's see how to activate that. Deploy. Okay, let's see this. Yep. I am in love with this ship. Oh my god. That is really cool. It reminds me of a freighter, right, in real life. That is cool. Now, I was going to test out to see if, let's say, we're going to go ahead and request a hangar. Let's see what size hangar we get. It is giving us a medium hangar again. I don't think... Are we going to fit? Let's give it a try. No way this fits. I think it barely fits. It actually fits. Would you look at that? This has got to be one of the best cargo ships in the game right now. I do want to check out those tractor beams on the ship. Let's load it up with some cargo. Why not? Okay, looks like pilot can't control tractor beam. Let's check the co-pilot scene. Ah, there it is. There we go. Now, I did bring up some mining bags. I want to see if these actually fit or go on top, because it would be really nice to use this as part of a... Yep, look at that. As part of a mining operation, right? Yep. This is it's actually really fun and really easy. I wonder if you could double stack these. No, so you can't double stack 32 or cargo, I believe. I believe you can't double stack. Yep. It's only single stack. There's still a little bit of wonk to it. But overall, very easy. Put on some tunes and you'll have a fun time. And that's pretty much the ship. It's really easy to use. It's it doesn't have a back compartment like the Hull C. I haven't seen this. Not sure if the Hull A's back compartment is accessible, but this one you cannot. Oh, I haven't checked the lights either. Let's check out the lights, how bright those are. I know that matters to some people. Oh, okay, it's like a whole light bar. Okay, that's neat. And it's a pretty decently good light, bright light. Does lamp work? Okay, so keep in mind, lamp does not work. Which is fine. I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll add it in the future. I could see a lot of people using this. You could attach your bags. Oops. You could attach your mining bags. Definitely going to be part of mining operations, piracy, all kinds of things. Really nice ship. One of my favorite ships. And I do not like MISC ships as much, but this one has made me like them. I am also very interested what you guys are going to be putting for your components on your Hullby, so let me know down in the comments. And up next, we have the Greycat UTV. Basically a golf cart, which, you know, not bad. I actually like the design of this. This is the stock paint, by the way. I came up to Bajini and I forgot to put the paint on this. But base paint itself looks really nice. It's like a grayish matte color. And in the back here, pretty sure you could fit one SE of cargo, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna test that out in a bit, and I'll let you guys know. What is this? Looks like you have a component here. Power plant? Yep. Looks like a power plant. Deploy. Okay, you could deploy a step. Is it... Could you use it? You can't use the step. No. Track that. Looks like you could put a weapon here. Yeah. Put a weapon, tractor beam. Let's equip that. What's this? Nope, nothing. Could you open the front? Yes, you can. This is... I don't know my ground vehicle components, so I'm not really sure what that is. Might be shield. And a fuse, yeah. Forgot ground vehicles have fuses now. And more components. Nice. Really neat. Really neat. How do we close this? Close. Let's enter the seat now. Really bright lights for a small little vehicle. I mean, you guys know ground vehicles by now. They're it's really drifty, actually. I actually like this. This is good. Oh, it has a little light bar on top. Look at that. Okay. I do want to test it out with the cargo, so let's go ahead and put an SU crate in the back. Let's see how that looks. And look at that. Very snug. And very nice. I mean, it's a shame that you can't step on the stepper. Not that I think you would have to anyways. It's really low anyways, but I guess it's a nice touch. Now, I did forget to mention that this is for sale on the website for $35 war bond and $40 with store credit. So this is your yearly LTI token, right? And also, I gotta say, the paints for both the UTV and the Hull B are really good. Let me tell you, CIG really cooked on these paints and on these two vehicles. Definitely gonna be seeing them out in the verse a lot. And for a good reason, because they're actually good ships, especially the Hull B. This one, it's just a ground vehicle, another ground vehicle that you can't really use to its full potential because of, you know, the ground gameplay is just lacking. And that was it. The MISC Hull B and the Greycat UTV, great vehicles this time around, especially the Hull B. I didn't like MISC ships in the past, mainly because of their style, but this is one ship that has made me put my foot through the door. Already, so many of you have shown how much you guys love this ship, and for good reason. And if you guys made it this far into the video, I want to let you guys know that I'm finally back into making videos again after 2 whole years. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys out in the verse.